how you think Lycan is going to lane.
Well, I think Kraken is going to be mid, which, I mean, there's no... well, it can go both ways, because Kraken and Flint are the two cores, so one goes mid and one goes on the top lane, and depending if they want to play it in sort of a defensive setup or aggressive setup, they can put one or the other. So they decide to put Flint on the mid lane, it seems, and Kraken top, which I would actually have expected Kraken to be mid, but I guess they're recognizing that double ranged here would be a good way to just sit back and get the creeps without having to be too much in danger. And Kraken top against the potential mana lane here is going to be a really good fighting hero. So probably going to be the stronger laning here, and then Lodestone Sui is always nice.
Oh yeah, that hero is. Now,
getting
whoa, yeah, he took a ward down. The Lodestone, very well played. I don't know if he saw them putting a ward there or if he just took a wild guess.
There was no way of knowing. He guessed.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very common spot to ward, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, they might have done some work and watched some replays of their support player, the pathetic on Witchler, seen how he plays and how he does the opener.
Yeah.
There is some pre-work going into this thing. I think Lunatir is the team to prepare for them.
Oh
I think there's a good shot that Lunatir will be among the top teams anyway, so you will eventually meet them if you want to be the winners. So
yeah,
that might be why.
Well, I actually like that they went mid with Flint and Rhapsody, considering Kraken and Vindicator is a bit stronger on the fighting end against a strong man up.
Yeah, I think so as well. And having double ranged on mid against a melee hero is gonna mean so much.
Gonna suffer here.
Yeah, he will have no way of getting close. So
yeah,
good laning from Lycan.
Yeah. Oh, J-Monster actually going all the way in on Vindicator here, harassing him out. It's a very good decision actually, because he can see that Vindy has 0 regen arrow on him.
Yeah, he does so much damage there for no losses. So
yeah,
catching Vindicator one more time here is gonna be a kill.
Should be really careful now, Vindicator. Buying some blinds.
Here we go. Oh, he didn't see him, just barely.
Oh, yeah. Really close. Really close. Oh, they're going in on Kraken here, doing some damage. Are they going all in? I don't think so. No. I mean, Vindicator is a really great hero globally with his ultimate and everything. Disarm and silence on the lane, but I don't feel that Vindicator is the best laning partner.
No, you definitely don't have the same power that you would have in other heroes. So
yeah, so they have to be extremely careful on the top lane. The Vindicator particularly.
Yeah, exactly. I would expect Legion side to have the kill potential up here in a level or 2.
Yeah.
But on the bot lane, on the other side, I think they're doing much better against Soul Reaper already than they did in the previous game. Or, well, not this team, but Lunatir had a similar game with Soul Reaper some games ago. And Lodestone is here, getting value, getting XP, getting some creeps. He blocked the medium camp, and Soul Reaper tried to get it, but missed. He guessed 50-50 on which side was won. It was opposite, so that's a camp they're not farming, and he is contesting the creeps, where before they just left him completely to his own devices.
Yeah,
I don't think we're gonna see the same completely free farming Soul Reaper that we did in the previous one.
Witchler actually bought another Reward and took out Lodestone's ward.
Yeah, and it's good, but the ward had served this purpose. It would
top lane here, Kraken actually going in, and J-Monster following up with the stun on the Kraken. I think Kraken is in some trouble. There comes the Bloodlust on the way of Adrenaline, and they are chasing down on the Vindicator here. But unfortunately, he was out of reach.
Yeah, contesting the pool and taking the fight. I only just caught the ending half of that one, but so much damage from Adrenaline and just getting both the kill on Kraken and the creeps from the pool.
Yeah. And also Adrenaline, as we said before, also got some buff on his Q spell, so...
Yeah, more damage.
Now...
Ooh, I have a good farm now, getting the bottle. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I really feel sorry for Pestilence there with 130 GPN mid.
Yeah, he's effectively playing suicide. Like he
Yeah,
can barely sit in XP range at all.
he's doing the only thing he can do, and that is getting levels.
Yeah.
So he's doing the only right choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we see Lodestone here going for the bottom rune, but he's gonna meet on a Pestilence and
Top
what's
here.
here? No, top lane. Yeah, Geomancer. Such a hard hero to catch, that hero, man. Like you need 2 or 3 stuns at least to take him down.
Yeah, I mean, if the Vindicator Silence connects there with the E, there's a chance they just burst him down in time. But yeah, the stun has so long range, so the moment he gets it off and just flies off, it's hard to catch.
Do you think
I think they'll have a hard time getting the bottle used from Adrenaline. Like the dual lane they have mid lane with Rhapsody and Flint means that top lane will always be consistent.
Here. Top lane is going for a fight there. Frank charging in the Geomonster in the tree, and Geomonster falls. Now here comes Rhapsody as well to try to help out. So they are leaving Flint alone mid now against Pestilence, which of course he's able to do, considering he has been free farming it for the last 5 minutes.
Yes.
So now they want to secure the top lane for Kraken completely. Look at Adrenaline here, actually going in here. Kraken just turn 6, charges him in the tower, but doesn't have the mana for Kraken. There we go, they use the bot press to get the mana, and Adrenaline is in some trouble here, but does they have enough damage to take him out? Yeah, they got the Adrenaline, but at the same time, Rhapsody fall in the background there by the damage of Geomancer and Adrenaline. Geomancer being so sneaky and annoying to catch, just rolls out from Kraken. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's definitely worth it for them. So on
Absolutely. Good rotation having Rhapsody recognize that they won the mid lane and he doesn't really bring much value being there anymore. He can let Flint get solo experience and deal with the creeps, and then he rotates top and puts pressure there. I think it's really good.
Yeah, Rhapsody actually ported bottom now though to assist Lodestone.
I think he's just trying to go where the team needs him, where it feels like he can make impact, and that's somewhere between mid and bot and stacking in the jungle. Like if you look in Hellbone jungle, they already have some pretty good stacks set up for Kraken to go hit with the splash.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Geomancer sneaking around here. He might try to set up on mid. No, he's not sure where he wants to go at this moment. Rotating towards mid again here.
Yeah, I mean he sees the stacks and he places a ward so they can try and connect with them once they start killing them.
Yeah. I mean,
that.
Yeah, absolutely. Flint is really squishy though, so they only need 2 heroes to take him down as long as he's alone.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, Kraken is currently the hero with most GPM at 440 GPM, followed by Soul Reaper at 400 GPM. So very equal on the short carries.
Yeah, but the big difference being between the mid lane and Flint and Pesty.
Oh, look at Kraken there having a haste there, trying to chase down the Geomancer. Geomancer leaps out like always, and you just don't bother to chase that hero.
Back to the stacks.
Back to the stacks, yeah. That's gonna be a lot of gold for Kraken, actually. A lot of gold. Geomancer, being the sneak as he is, just running around there.
Yeah, he plays much like a Golden Veil, like just sitting in the vicinity all the time.
Yeah. Oh, Vindicator actually turned level 6, so he has ultimate ready.
Yeah, a lot of XP from creeps as well. He's XP-wise just spiked up from a full level almost from those 2 camps. So quite nice. And Witch also level 6, probably gonna see some rotation from him as well. He's been diligently stacking for Soul Reaper, who has been farming quite freely. He is looking to be the top farmer of the game, and probably going for a similar build to last game, straight to the muck now.
Now Witchler is smoking up here with his ultimate ready, on the go. Geomarcher taking down some wards, of course. Now there are actually 4 people on the Hellborn side here from Lycan. Maybe they sensing something is up. Kraken tipping middle to farm here.
Yeah.
Now top lane Geomonster. Oh, it's getting silenced immediately by the Vindicator. Vindicator ulti being used and Geomonster goes down immediately. That's a very quick reaction time on the Vindicator.
Yeah, really good silences, good damage, just walk away, get the kill, be happy.
Yeah.
They line up with TP and they have to cancel again, seeing that nothing will come of this, it's just a dead Geo.
Yeah. Looks like, I thought you just said it, but Soul Reaper rushing the Mock, like previous games.
Yeah, I mean, for Lunatir, their previous game that they just played before this was the Soul Reaper game, or well, the best of 3 with the Soul Reaper in it, so they're going straight into the same recipe here and building up that core Soul Reaper once again.
Now Lodestone smoking in the mid lane here. They are trying to set up on the Pestilence here. If Lodestone somehow connects his stun on the Pest, he's probably going to fall. Pestilence running for the top rune here, using his ulti on Kraken. Misses the stun, unfortunately, on Lodestone. And here comes Adrenaline as well. Geomarcher using his stun. Lodestone gets off his ultimate barely here, and that's gonna absorb some good time for him. In the meantime, Adrenaline just falls down. Soul Reaper coming in. Big charge by the Kraken there in the corrupt place. Flint using his ultimate to take down Soul Reaper, and in the background, Geomonster uses stun on Flint. Vindicator falls in the background, and I think Flint is in heavy trouble right here. He's running for his stun, but Lodestone is here, using his stun on the Geomonster, using his W as well. Flint takes him down. Pestilence is now in trouble here. They are turning this around. Big stun from Witchler, and that's gonna save both Bestie and Witchler for the next fight.
Yeah, I think Hellborn are happy with this one. Getting the kill on the Soul Reaper there, delaying his Mock is really, really critical, and Flint surviving, getting some kills in here.
That's definitely a win for the Hellborn from Dark Lycan.
Yeah. Nicely done from Lodestone. Going back, getting that health pod saved Flint for sure.
Oh yeah.
Lining it up and positioning for the stun so that Pesty couldn't walk up either. It was very well done.
Absolutely, yeah. Well played. On top of the whole thing in the fight, Vindicator didn't even have ultimate and they still came out on top.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate for Soul Reaper because he was hasted, so he had everything going for him, but he got caught in the Kraken charge into the splash and Flint all that he was just dead. Like, as we talked about before in the previous best of 3 for them, like their Soul Reaper is so squishy.
Yeah.
And all his gold is in the bank right now. He has nothing. His effective items is like 200 gold per minute. He does nothing.
Yeah.
So going into that fight with no items and getting caught out was really unfortunate for him.
It was, yeah. I mean, he should probably just farm safe as long as he can, but I understand he wants to join in and help the team there, especially with a haste.
Yeah. He could have positioned himself a little bit more defensively. I don't think he expected Kraken to land that charge, but he did, and it killed him. If he had dodged that, it would have been a completely different scenario, getting the Q off from Soul Reaper so many times during that fight. He has the Sword of the High now, and will finish them up quite soon, so it's just a question of whether or not Lycan are going to be forcing a fight again soon, which will force Soul Reaper out onto the map again. And potentially killing him one more time before he gets any of the tanky items that he's looking to get.
You see what I'm seeing here, Kraken with the PK. Misses the charge on the Pestilence, unfortunately. And Geomonster going in, and Pestilence stuns as well. Witcher follows up with the stun. Geomonster with a huge crystal coming in there. Lodestone popping his ulti and bursts down the Geomonster. Now they are going all in on the Lodestone. Vindy Silence being popped. Flint coming in with the Fleur, doing as much damage as he can there. Lodestone uses W. Will he kill himself for it? Yes, he will, but at what cost here? Flint takes down Adrenaline as well, so all in all, worth it for Lycan. Lodestone dying there, so Flint can take another kill.
Yeah. It was a split second for Rhapsody getting that ult off and probably saving Lodestone, it would have been so huge.
Oh, yeah.
Reacting on the adrenaline charge. Almost had it, but just barely. But yeah, I think they were very happy with the result of that fight as well. So.
Oh, yeah.
They're in this game quite well.
Yeah, they are doing very well, actually.
And Flint again, of course, with the double Soul Scream ring.
Oh, yeah. Kraken here might get caught up by the Witchler. Witchler minimizing him, and here comes the follow-ups down. Soul Ripper using his W, Witchler ulti being popped, and Soul Ripper ulti killing him down in the end there. That's a very good kill going on the way to Lunateer, Soul Reaper.
Yeah, 2 huge single target ults just deletes Kraken.
Yeah. Have his team... Actually, Lunateer is sitting 5 people here. Vindicator... Oh no, Vindicator using the silence there, but the Geostone will connect and the Pestilence falls up. And he is simply dead. 5 people here on Lunateer trying to get the tower. Tier 2 as well.
Yeah, I don't think they will aim to defend this tower. Soul Reaper has to finish Mock now.
Yeah, he has to mock. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's almost at the point where Lunateer could force a fight on Hellborn Conqueror now.
Yeah.
But probably won't go for it since, I mean, the Ape does hit really hard on the enraged part, so it's a very risky play to make. Soul Reaper will be farming up super fast now. He's closing in on 600 gold per minute.
Oh yeah. What do you think Soul Reaper is looking for here? You think he's going for a Gnomes or Shrunken?
All completely the same as always. He will get Idol straight from here, help out the team, huge item for everyone, and then he will beef up things.
Oh yeah. Middle in here, Kraken is smoked with Lodestone.
Yeah, just
waiting. Trying to set up on the best, and there we go. Kraken being released with Flint Blur, and he's falling really fast. Now the rest of the team is around here.
Yeah, I mean they were doing really good with the pickoffs. I mean they are playing this quite well, but yeah. I'm afraid that the Soul Reaper impact will be too big soon for them to really deal with it. Flint needs to do a lot of physical damage soon for Soul Reaper to not be able to just man up on them.
Yeah. From Lunateer's perspective, I think all they really need is a barrier on Soul Reaper and some kind of catch with a PK on Witchler or Pestilence, and they can actually just go ham.
Yeah, I mean, Witchslayer is 100 gold away from a PK, so Flint will have a hard time. Yeah, he just got it now. Yeah. He will have a hard time dodging a PK Witchslayer who's just solely out to get you. So that will be really hard to deal with.
Absolutely, yeah. At the same time, though, if Vindicator is fast, he can pop his ultimate and counter their initiation completely and turn it around if he's really fast.
Yeah, it's true. I think Vindicator ult is a really nice thing for them to have, especially with how defensive they want to be playing.
Oh, mid lane here, Vindicator getting caught. He's out of position and will Rhapsody use the Protective Melody. The Protective Melody being used here, but also coming in with a huge Crystallis. And look at all the damage. Soul Reaper just doing too much damage. Adrenaline is chasing, going for the Flint, and that's a hat-trick for Adrenaline, the newly buffed hero which everyone hates in this game. Just comes back and kills everyone like he's used to. And there is no way back from this. What do you think, Kurt?
Does a lot of damage with Adrenaline Qs there, but the Geo ult again hitting 3 guys was so good. Everything just melts and Soul Reaper Qs, and he has his I mean, it's just so much damage.
Yeah.
So
Geomancer ulti and stun there, actually. I think he connected to 2 or at least 3 people, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just... The Adrenaline all kind of kept them very bunched up together, and they were blocking each other, so they couldn't really get away from it that well. Yeah. And then just a huge tier ult, big damage, big stun, and everything. They have so much AoE on the team, so they were just too clumped up.
Well, Dark Lycan is feeling the pressure here, using a team smoke, and they just want to go fight right now. They are spotting out the Geomonster, getting silenced immediately. Low stun will be followed up, and that's going to be a dead Geomonster. Not really what they were looking for, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I think they could honestly do Congo with that DD they have on Flint now.
Oh yeah, they can. Definitely.
But I mean, we have the oversight and the vision here to see what's going on, and we know that Legion side have no vision around enemy Congo, so
yeah.
But of course they do not know that for sure.
Watching a match is very different than playing it.
Yeah, I mean, if I could play from this point of view, I would win every game.
Yeah.
But they are using the DD in a good way as well. They are putting a lot of damage into the mid tower. Fortification going up though, so stopping the immediate damage.
It's really sad though, because Vindicator should never in the first place been out there. He should always be in the background, just pressing silence as soon as something happens. He was in front of the tower alone actually for a little moment there, and that's what might have cost him the fight there.
Yeah, in some ways, yes. The Rhapsody ult was really good and kept him alive for a long time, so...
Yeah, Team
Here we
Smoke
go, yeah.
again here. Yeah, we're gonna look for another fight. Lodestone with the haste here. Will he break the smoke? No, he will not. Lucky for them. And Adrenaline going in, popping his ultimate. Lodestone using his ultimate once again here. It's gonna create some time, and he turns on the Geomonster, but unfortunately it's not enough damage. Adrenaline going in with bomb damage, but he will fall. Pestilence in the background, double stun. And look at Flint and the Soul Reaper just doing as much damage as they can here, but unfortunately... Oh, Vindicator, will he get out? No, he will get stunned. Soul Reaper just doing too much damage. Meanwhile, Flint, he just doesn't have the same damage output right now to really make the big difference.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing some damage to Pestilence, and that looked good for a few seconds, but then you turn around and see your whole team is dead, so...
Yeah. That's the sad part about Flint. Oh, you're all dead, guys. Okay, I'm back.
If he had another 10-15 seconds to punch away, he would have probably done some good stuff, but like the others just do so much damage and AoE effects all over the place that the moment that they team up 5-on-5, it's almost unplayable for the Health One side. The opener they had with the Adrenaline ult was quite good, I think, from Newerth here, and Vindicator was too quick on the ult. Like, he used it with only Adrenaline active and no one else was invested, so I think they could have held it off a little bit longer until they saw more people join in and get that ult out in a way where they could have hit other people, because they ulted and Adrenaline had only one guy in the ult, so they couldn't enter that circle in a good way.
All that Vindicator getting picked up here in the background. He was on a ward mission, I guess, and that did not pay off.
Yeah, no, he did not. But if they wait a bit longer when the fight actually broke out, it might have been creating a situation where Flint could have hit them for a long time without his team actually being dead in a second.
Yeah. It looks very grim though for Dark Lycan here.
Yeah, a little bit unusual for Soul Reaper going for Geos though. That's
Yeah, I was going to take that up. I would think it would have went the classical Shaman Header Sparry Adderall as we always talk about, but he went for Geospin. Oh, top lane here. Adrenaline, Rhapsody getting caught up here, and he just goes down. Yeah, this is not looking very bright for Dark Lycan.
No. They were in this game in quite a good way for a long time, but that fight in the mid lane with the big Geo ult and everything, it just snowballed out of control so fast. And once this train starts rolling, there's not much to stop it. Like it rarely gets to a point where you can hold the base unless you have a very specific lineup, which is not like the usual way to go. So Concourse will die, bases will fall. And the Geo effect from Soul Reaper lets him just walk up and clean up creep waves as we see now.
Yeah. Very strong.
Yeah. I think he gets the Geos because of the auras.
Oh, look here on the bottom lane here. Flint, Beastwood and Witchlayers trying to come on, do the random stuff. Windy's silence being popped to save the Flint. And he will successfully TP out.
Yeah, that was really good. Really good. Windy ult.
At the same time, really good ultimate, but it might not pay off here. Kraken goes into the Pestilence, but he's going alone at the group. But the Lodestone coming in here. The huge Slowstone bursting down the G1, but he will fall here. Rhapsody is in trouble. Vindicator popping his E there to slow them down, but I don't think it's gonna help anyone. And look at that, canceling the TP from the Adrenaline there. So Rhapsody will fall here any second, and same will Vindicator. Just give it a second, and there we go, he falls.
I think it's a good play from Hellbone side to make that go with the Kraken, but they're just so far behind that they need the perfect fight to even have a chance, and they're not even close. So,
like, imagine if they had the Vindy silence there instead. Like, I understand him popping it there, so just to save your carry. I would probably done the same, but it's gonna leave your team very vulnerable for the next 60-70 seconds with no Vindy silence.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, there is just no recovering from this now as the Hellborn side. The Soul Reaper now will just scale out of control. He's gonna have a heart soon with the Geos and the. I mean, it's just
like they need a Dreamcatcher or Spellsunder or something. But even then, I don't think it's really gonna matter.
Oh, here we go. What?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he's picking the ultimate. Good smoke there from Vindicator popping up those wards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite broken that you can place wards while smoked.
Yeah, it's really nice actually. Kraken going in here on the Adrenaline, using his ultimate as well. Flint ultimate coming in, and that's gonna be the death of Adrenaline. Notestone going in here with a huge explosion on the Soul Reaper. He gets connected in the ulti, but no damage is being done in the background. Oh my days. Everyone falling right and left there. Meanwhile, Flint is just sitting in the base.
Maybe
he
he couldn't walk up. And
he couldn't even reach it.
No, because he was watching that board that they had on top and just watching that Witch Slayer standing there waiting for him. So what can he do?
Yeah. I mean, GG, well played though to Lunatir. They took the first game here 1-0.